Okay, so our audio's live. We're talking now. Jen, I know you're chilling in the background. Did you guys? I don't know how everybody was coming in as far as highs, hellos. If anybody wanted to catch up or anything before, kind of kicking stuff off.
I
But
do have a quick announcement.
yeah.
I have officially started playing Tomb Raider 1.
Okay.
Um, Controls are janky as hell. Um, but it's cool though. Like I'm liking it, and it's like a remastered version of the game, so I can switch back and forth between the old graphics and the new.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
And a pet peeve I already have is in like the new graphics, some areas are so dark I can't see anything. So
Yep.
I have to switch to the old graphics to figure out where I am.
Interesting.
Don't worry, you'll get flares eventually.
Oh, okay. That would be super helpful.
You have to suffer for a while.
Yeah, but I like the exploration of tombs and like kind of like just running around, seeing like solving puzzles and stuff. Like it's cool.
Can you believe it? A game called Tomb Raider. It's fun raiding tombs.
Yeah.
Why do you
That's
I
awesome.
like the exploration of tombs and raiding them.
You know what though? Like honestly, like kudos to the namesake, right? Like it lives up to the hype. It delivers. You are a Tomb Raider, and this is what you are doing.
You know?
Lara Croft is the Tomb Explorer.
Yeah, that is kind of lame.
It doesn't sound right?
But that's why we have Raiders of the Lost Ark instead of Finders of the Lost Ark, right?
Or Explorers of the Lost Ark. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Dora the Raider.
Discoverers of the Lost Ark. Boring. Boring. Quit trying to knock all my stuff down, you beautiful little kitten.
They need to make like a Dora the Raider. Dora the Finder.
That doesn't sound right.
It doesn't.
Jeez. I think Dora the Raider sounds awesome. Like that should be a high school mascot.
That's
Dora
like her
the
as an
Raider.
adult. Yeah.
It's just her with a helmet and a sword. Same backpack.
Dude, Dora is just the child of Lara Croft.
She's got a helmet and a sword, and she's like, "Try me now, swiper."
Yeah, Dora just grows up to be.
Why
Angelique
do we
Kiddy.
always like make Dora
I don't
so much more
I don't know why you guys land on Dora at all.
We always go there. Dora's always having problems.
Nick was Dora like your childhood character or something? Because I think for us it was probably Blue's Clues.
For sure.
No, I was more Blue's Clues, but Dora for some reason it's such an easy one to make fun of.
Okay.
I don't know why. Yeah. But anyway.
Love you.
Guys,
I don't know if
have
she
you
liked it.
ever read the Stormlight Archive from Brian Sanderson? It's a series.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. First
Okay.
answer, no.
Oh
Second
my God,
second
you
follow-up.
have
Second
to.
follow-up. This guy, this man you've mentioned, my
Yes.
my best friend has recommended I think like 3 books from him. So if you tell me this book sucks, I'm gonna call you a liar, but I want explanation.
No, oh my God. I read 1,200 pages probably in 2 weeks. I
Wow.
could not put this book down. Like, it is so good. And I only read the very first one. And I'm going between this series and The Dark Tower from Stephen King.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And just so I can be like, because it's like super fantasy, the Stormlight series, like super fantasy, really out there. And I felt like the Dark Tower might be a good balance of it because I was talking like I had a sword in my hand. I'm like ready for battle, but it's so good. Matt, listen to all the people recommending Brian Sanders. At least with the read the first book. It's so freaking good. It is so good. I even put Tomb Raider on hold. so I could finish it. I was like, hold on, so much is happening right now.
It's so hard to imagine. Cheeky, hold on to Tomb Raider. We cannot play right now.
No.
I don't like that you called him cheeky.
I was speaking from Jin's perspective.
Oh, okay.
It was also to get his attention to be like, why the hell is he calling me that? That's not a nickname he should be saying. All right, that's awesome though. Like starting Tomb Raider, and actually you've got me thinking that if I do start it, when I start it, I should just stick to original graphics. It might just be worth it. Like, how much of an improvement is it? Do they like really clean up all the polygon?
I mean, it's an improvement.
Oh yeah, it's like
it's a big, and it's just the press of a button. Like you could change it in real time.
Oh, okay.
It's like the start or select button.
Yeah.
You just press it and it boop changes.
Got it.
And then you can go back.
tell. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, the original, she doesn't have a ponytail, and then when you change it to the remaster, her ponytail just suddenly appears.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
No ponytail.
Yep.
I bet it was because it's the like third person perspective, right? So they couldn't like animate that ponytail bouncing around the entire time
Right,
she's running. So
yeah.
they're just like, it's gone. We're not doing it.
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay. And Brian, I always get his name wrong. I want to say Brian Anderson, but it's Sanderson, right?
Sanderson,
Brian Sanderson. Okay, I've got to check out the books and stuff. I actually, I thought I was thinking of going with Harry Potter, like rereading it. Jamie's on book 4 right now, which is as far as I've ever gotten, and partially into book 5. So I kind of want to hop onto it, but I'm not really in a reading situation right now because I'm in a D&D campaign. So yes, Jen, let's talk fantasy. So I've got a game tomorrow. So we've been pretty consistent. So session 3, it's been very exciting, but that's kind of been taking up all of my reading time.
Wait, did you say Jamie's on book number 4?
Yeah, she's in Goblet of Fire.
Wow, that's so funny. Chloe is also on book number 4 right now.
How fast is you were saying Chloe just like flips through them, right?
Yeah, it's like
It's
she's a fast
insane.
reader.
Okay, I was gonna say like you let's see how fast she really does read because Jamie's quick, and Jamie locks in. She'll stop reading Harry Potter for like a day or so and read something else just to like get a break. But I mean, when she locks in, she's I don't know how to gauge Harry Potter these days of like chapters versus pages, but she's getting through them fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she and Chloe will meet for the first time on Saturday, so
Yes.
they could definitely talk their Harry Potter thoughts with each other.
Harry Potter.
Star Wars night.
I don't know if you guys heard, but when my brother signed on, I was watching a trailer.
I didn't hear no.
Coming out. And so you see like a killer whale and then like some like people on the water, and it's basically like Jaws becomes a killer whale, and then it's like the whales, and then it's all red, and then blood is like aren't the ones that need saving.
Oh man, that's a hell of a line.
I was like, we'll pick it down the line. Just for fun.
That is a hell of a line. I like that. The whales aren't the ones that need saving. It makes me miss movie sound guy in a world.
Yeah.
I was making like fake trailers for it. I was like, this summer,
Yeah.
Willie is pissed.
You'll never believe your eyes.
In 1990, he flew over the rocks and was never seen again.
Coming this summer.
This July, Willie has returned.
You'll be on the edge of your seats.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go see that, but I think I want to go see the Odyssey. That looked really good. Did anyone see trailers for that?
I've seen like teasers and pictures and stuff for it. You're talking about Chris Nolan's, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because somebody else is doing an Odyssey as well, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The Odyssey is one of those stories where it's been told and retold in different ways that I find it interesting.
Yeah.
It's why I love Oh Brother Where Art Thou. When you go into that, watching it with the perspective of like the full story of the Odyssey, it's like, this is brilliant. It's just done really, really well. So yeah, I'm interested in Nolan's, especially since it's got that Nolan stamp of approval. You know, like I don't think he used much CGI, if any.
I mean, the trailer looked really good.
Nolan.
What did I say?
Huh?
What did I say?
What do you mean?
Did I not say Nolan?
I said that's classic Nolan.
I missed the classic part. So that's on me.
Oh.
Anyway, all right.
Good.
You want to fight about it? So, are we ready to hop into this movie? Now that we have all of the fun chaos going on, are we ready to kick off Sci-Fi July?
Yes, let's do it.
Sci-Fi July. Let's do it. All right, Brian, please have your phone ready.
No, I don't got nothing.
Was there a movie announcement?
No.
I was gonna say I didn't remember what to. So okay, so you're just all mad right now, dude?
No, he's very upset.
Ryan, I'm sorry. Would you have not message you last night about it, and then you would have found out today?
Yeah.
Like, would you rather have had that?
Very true.
I give you 24 hours notice of madness.
That's not enough to go through all of the stages of grief, okay? Honestly, let's get this kicked off so that we can in fact get to Brian's full story.
Wait, Matt. Before you start, I'll kick us off.
Oh,
Sci-Fi July, you know it, ballin'.
And sadly, we were not in time.
Oh my god.
I clap loud so you guys know I'm clapping.
we appreciate that, Jen. Welcome to GoodFlickas, home of the GoodFlickas. Can you take our critiques? Let's find out as we dive into tonight's movie. It is not what we originally intended, so we're gonna quickly get through intro so that we can get to what the movie is tonight. But I am Matt, of course. Joins. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I know Brian is. Brian's upset, and rightfully so. And I think I'm feeding off a bit of that energy, and I'm scared to see what's about to happen. But you know what, Brian, aka tonight B72, because that's par. Is that par? Is 72 is like the average par, or
The average golf course.
got it? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna ship like a ton of Dark Flocks into Disney Plus. So every employee's getting it.
Ooh.
Not their fault that you didn't check the expiration date.
Nothing expires.
Oh man.
But God, you can go to like 90 movies. Fucking Xenon's on there.
Xenon is a Disney property. Who made In Time?
I don't know.
I feel like it's probably not one of theirs. It might be like a Fox property. or
Yeah,
something.
Sony or something.
Yeah, so it's let me defend the Disney Corporation because they really need it. No,
They're getting dark
that's okay. Maybe they'll add that this storyline into like the next Inside Out or something. That'd be really cool. But joining us from the abyss, from the great beyond, from the great darkness, the happiest place on earth, Jen. Jen is joining us in the background. Jen, give us a wave. Let us know you're there.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you, Jen.
Loading wave.
Yeah.
.exe.
I want to say you actually can react with a wave, can't you?
Oh wait, yeah. How can I? Oh,
You can
there's
put your hand
coffee.
up.
You can put your, yeah. Oh, I guess you could do that too.
Here's the coffee.
Coffee works.
I'm away.
She's
Well, not really. I'm just,
We'll
All
just
right.
use our imagination. That you're
yes.
I just like coffee.
There we go. It's fantastic. But we've got Jen joining us. We also have Nick, aka as I don't know what. Okay, I think I get. Well, no, I don't fully get it. I don't know why you leaned into the bees, but Peter Barker is Spiderhead by Marble Studios. I'm not. I don't. I don't fully get the bees. But
It's just to like change everything up by one letter, and then it's something different. It's a spoof. It's a parody.
you just went with bees though. You didn't change.
It's Peter Parker as Spiderhead from Marble Studios.
But so you've changed it so that P's and V's are B's. You didn't make them anything else.
Nope. Because if I did too much, then you definitely wouldn't get it.
That's
You
true.
need
That's
to
true.
put the B next to the S in spider.
Yes.
You need
Is there
to
a
be.
B?
You need to be.
Spider.
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 How would you do
Spider?
Because it would be spy.
It'd be the same.
Wow.
I think.
Spider.
Spy. The spider head.
Spider.
The spider he had.
Spider. Borat.
Okay. I'm gonna rein it in. This is fun chaos to start us off.
Oh,
But Nick, thank you for joining
we're trying to bring
us.
some joy, Brian. We're trying to get
Yes.
some laughs going.
Yes.
Antonio, get the spider out of here.
Get the spider. I don't.
All right, Nick, thank you for joining us with the long, difficult to read name. But Brian, it was your pick to kick us off with Sci-Fi July. Originally, it was In Time. Unfortunately, it became Spiderhead. Tell us the dark hold tale. What's the drug called again? Dark Flock. Dark Flocks. Tell us the Dark Flock's tale.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm like bummed about that. I'm also like literally still recovering from 4th of July weekend, and it's not because Brian partied and had fun. It's like no, Brian went and worked 911 system. So fuck you guys for everything you did to me.
Get to work 911 systems. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
He's just mad at everybody.
I'm just in a grump mood right now, guys. Not gonna lie.
Does that mean that you were just taking calls all day, or?
It was so busy. It was so busy on Friday. It was even busier on Saturday, and I'm still recovering.
4th of July is a heavy time for accidents.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we had a firework get shot in someone's house. Parts were made. We had someone light a tree on fire in the middle of the woods. Almost started a national fire. Yeah, it was awesome. Just great times.
But no injuries.
Huh?
No injuries with either of those, which was great. But the amount of resources that was taken was unbelievable. And then there were people that had TCs because they were drunk driving and just all this stuff. So, recovering. Anyway, but that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking
Let's go to N40, please.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I need. I need someone that love me something. so I can start looking at you guys with like these googly eyes. Okay. Yes, I wanted in time. I wanted in time for a lot of reasons. The first and foremost, I just know how creative that movie is. I know that a lot of people shit on it, and I really wanted us to talk about it and to see if people are right or if they're right or they're stupid. That's pretty much the only options.
Wow.
You're either with us or you're against us. Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
You really put them
And
in their
like,
box.
I brought up in time in a couple talks. I forgot about what, but I just got really excited when I saw it streaming on Disney Plus, and of course, the change of the month, and that's it. Bye bye. So we found out last night that it wasn't streaming on Disney or anywhere. So we had to go with a backup, which this was another one that I was looking at before I saw In Time, and then In Time was, just trumped everything. But here we are. So I picked Spiderhead. I have seen it one time in the past. I think maybe around the time it came out, maybe a few months after it came out, something like that. And I remembered, I was like, okay, I enjoyed this, but something tells me the more you watch it, the more you kind of get out of it. I remember it being incredibly creative, and I definitely praised for the creativity behind it. And I also remembered the soundtrack was just banging in this one. So for a last minute, I had pretty much had to pick it fast because I didn't even know how much time people had to watch the movie. I went with Spiderhead, and that's where we're at.
Well, thank you, and good pivot. I had seen In Time like once before, so it would have been interesting to watch it again. But this,
I'll be on the hunt for it.
yeah, I'm waiting for it now. I know it's on your radar.
I just buy DVDs and ship them to you fuckers.
It's a one-man red box. I love it.
Yeah.
But Nick, Jen, did either of you guys want to go first for initial thoughts?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so this one, Spiderhead, it's a completely new movie for me. Never seen it before, and it's generally a decent movie. It's a good movie. The best way I can describe it is if it feels like a long episode of Black Mirror,
Oh,
and I've seen almost all of Black Mirror. I love that show, and this movie just kind of gives me that. It's like that same level of production value, the same level of kind of acting with a little bit of cheese and like kind of writing with a little bit of cheese. But the sets are really well done. Um, like the emotional impacts that the characters have are pretty decent. Um, but I think this movie could have been a little bit shorter, in my opinion. Um, it was very predictable. I pretty much knew how it was going to end. Um, I mean, not how the main villain was going to die, but I knew that he would die. um, so like overall, like it was entertaining. But I've just seen so much Black Mirror, and I think that I think that this if Black I feel like Black Mirror has done a concept like this before, and so it's nothing really new to me. It's just this director and these actors just kind of put their own take on this idea. Um, it's like overall, it's a decent film. It's not quite a 4 movie for me. I think some of the acting could be a little bit better towards the end. Um, I will say I agree with you guys that the soundtrack is banging. It's so much fun, and like a lot of it, a lot of the needle drops are so random, like it kind of works. Um, so like I do have to give them creativity for where they put a lot of these songs in the movie. But overall, it's a decent film, nothing groundbreaking. I'm giving this one a 3.7 out of 5.
Okay, 3.7.
You can go, Matt, because I feel like you always ask, and I'm always like, okay, but no.
Fair enough. So this was the first time watch for me. This was also this is my first time hearing about this movie. So it was interesting to learn about, and I guess to go along with Nick, to just start things off, like I agree that this was kind of predictable in a lot of ways. When I read the log line on IMDb about it, when I read the little synopsis they have on Netflix, I was like, okay, I know the story I'm getting into. And same thing, like I agree, like I get Black Mirror vibes, Twilight Zone vibes. I gotta shout out the Twilight Zone. Like there, to me, a lot of the concepts and stuff that are in here, I'm like, were explored in those episodes, you know. But it doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it. So the fact that it's something that I could predict and kind of knew where things were gonna go didn't negate anything for me, because I enjoyed the characters and how they were telling the story. Because there's a lot of different ways that it could have gone. You're talking about giving people chemical imbalances and forcing them to feel emotions and things, free will. Like there's a lot that you really go into conceptually speaking when you break down this movie. And that's really cool. I really enjoyed that about this. And I liked the acting. I cared about the characters. And I think the music kept it fun. It had good vibes where it felt serious enough, but it also had enough lightness to it that knowing how it was going to go made the ride fun. And I would attribute that to Hemsworth. I think whatever deal he has with Netflix, I know he's made a bunch of movies that have been direct Netflix movies. A lot of them action and that kind of a thing. I think some of them popular enough that they get sequels and things. But either way, I think a lot of like the same thing that's happening with Adam Sandler and his deal with Netflix of getting to just make movies that they enjoy. I don't know if Chris is getting like typecast a lot or something like that. Like I know after being Thor, you probably want to be seen as other things. And I enjoyed him in this. Like it wasn't his typical I'm the superhero, super villain, super buff guy. I mean, he still is buff dude, but I enjoyed the kind of charismatic way that he was playing this, where he's just kind of like sleazy businessman, if anything, you know, like he is like, I'm a salesman who's just trying to sell you this so that I can keep doing the thing that I'm doing. And it worked. I liked the way that he played this villain, and kudos to everybody. I really enjoyed Miles Teller. I really like Miles. He's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed him. I've enjoyed him for a long time. So shout out to Baby Goose. But yeah, so I think the acting is great. The story is good. And yeah, so I enjoyed this one. It's not groundbreaking by any means, but I say it's worth a watch. It may not be the greatest movie ever, and it may not be the best example or most artistic example of this kind of story, but it's enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. And the soundtrack really is kind of like the highlight. Sometimes it's a little on the nose, but at the same time, it's fun. And I love that it's actually part of the movie. It's like he's playing the music, so it's his soundtrack, and he's making all of us listen to it. I like that. I think that was a really fun aspect to it. In cinematography, the sets, all of it, really, really great job. Really great quality on all of this. But that being said, I gave this a 3.9.
All right. So this is my first time hearing about this movie and watching this movie. I'm very relieved that there was not a single spider involved. I got so nervous. I was like, oh God, I will find that other movie. Just wait. But no, I love stories like this. Like this movie was so enticing and so intriguing. And yeah, I agree with you. There is that predictable element of it, but it made you still want to watch it. You know, and I saw that it was it's based off of a short story, so maybe I'll just grab that book and read it, because I feel like it might be better in a book. Everything's better in a book for me, guys. but this is the movie club. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very interesting concept, and it always just makes you think like this very well could happen in real life, and it kind of makes you think about man in general, and where their truth really lies. And I love little psych thrillers, really. And this fed my thriller hunger that I had asked Matt for. So thank you, Cheeky, for finally getting that for me. No offense, Matt. We're still friends. But with that said, I'm giving this a movie a 4.8.
Wow.
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 Hit him with that Owen Wilson. Wow.
All right, friends. Like I said, I've seen it one time before. And
Okay.
What?
When? Like recent or?
No, I might even be able to pull it up.
I got it on Letterbox.
Did I pull it up?
Did you write a review on Letterbox?
Oh, wait.
He's been doing the Letterbox thing since we started Movie Club. Come on, tell us you were a loser and you didn't put your score into Letterbox.
Well, no, because it's weird. You can say that you watched it, but it doesn't tell you what date it was. It's when you actually, I learned this the hard way. And so now once you actually mark it as a review, that's when it actually logs in the date. So yeah, I don't have the actual date. I want to say I'm pretty sure the first time, and it looks like I don't remember watching this 3 times, but apparently I watched it 3 times now. So I'm pretty sure I watched it like maybe a couple of months after it came out, which was in 2022. And then apparently I watched it July. Well, that's crazy. July 2025.
July 6th?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Wait, today is July 6th.
Correct. So apparently I have an annual tradition of July 6th Spiderhead going on right now.
Well, because we did Sci-Fi July last year. Were you kind of like watching sci-fi movies in the month of July?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, so apparently I've watched it 3 times now. Where I thought it was 2.
Twice on July 6th.
Exactly, twice on July 6th. But I did, I like this movie. Like I said, I think it's super creative. I'm very curious to dig more into Nick's comments about the cheesy acting. I'm that one kind of curious on that one.
It's just towards the end.
We'll talk about it then.
Yeah. Just
my,
to give you an idea, it's towards the end.
My take, I thought the actors are incredible in this movie. When you're basically having to go over the top emotions on whatever drug they're being administered, they're nailing it, because you have to really dig into a zone to pull that type of over the top acting and not make it look over the top stupid or just over the top in a way. So I just give them so much credit for going like, yeah, I really love this, or I am really fearful, or I am really angry, whatever it is. I thought they did just a really, really great job. Kind of what Matt was saying, the villain, Chris Hemsworth, I think he played it perfectly. It was more of like, I looked at him as like, wow, this person is going to be your best friend. He's going to look right at you and stab you, and have no second thoughts about doing it. Like, that's just the type of personality that Hemsworth brought to the film, and it really works for this movie, because this guy is just so.
He's a sociopath.
All he's thinking about is the end game. All he's thinking about is getting his drug that he wants so he can cash in the money, and he will stop at nothing to make that happen. Yeah, so I do look forward to breaking this one down and deep diving it, because It does have a lot of great things, and of course the soundtrack is something that just really I think it catches everyone's attention. And it's not a bad movie to look at scenery wise, especially in the summer. You're just like, oh, I could be out there. That looks great. So overall, I gave this one a 4.1 out of 5.
Okay.
It's okay. If bad timing, I'll wait till fun facts.
Fair enough.
And it looks like it's the Walshes against Matt and Nick again.
Well, the margins aren't so.
Yeah,
so
it's not. Yeah, I mean, Matt was a 3.9, so it's 0.2 away from me. I mean, we're kind of all in the same ballpark.
No, I'm out of the park.
Oh, okay.
I grand slammed it.
Oh, you grand slammed it. All right.
Jen's just trying to make enemies.
I mean,
He's just trying to be better than us. That's all.
I still have my sword in my
Ted-
hand.
I think the book was better, but I want to tell them how much I know about the movie.
technically it would be Matt and I on a team, and Nick and Jen just fully just debating each other.
I'm okay with being the judge in the middle ground.
Or like the referee.
Yeah. Jen, you're going to have to tip me towards Brian, and Nick, you're going to have to tip me towards you. Like, come on, debate. We're talking about a movie. Go.
Wait, what?
No.
Yes, you were clearly not prepared for anything.
On the fly facts, yeah.
We're good. What?
Fun facts. Fun facts. Sit your butt down cause Brian's in town. Fun facts. Fun facts. Here we go now, so let's talk about fun facts.
Hey. All right, friends, movie lovers, 4th of Julyers, not Disney Plusers.
The shade.
Disney was out of time.
It is July 6, 2026, as we record this one live on YouTube. You can catch Spiderhead streaming on Netflix. It came out in 2022. You can also not catch In Time, not streaming on Disney Plus. Thought I'd let you guys know that one as well.
In case you were worried.
This movie was directed by Joseph Kosinski. Kosinski? Yeah, Kosinski. Okay. His top 5 is all I can give you. Number 5, Spiderhead. Number 4, Oblivion. That came out in 2013. This one's for you, Matt. Number 3, Tron Legacy, 2010. He also did Top Gun Maverick.
Oh.
And the most recent one he did, his number 1, is F1.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So definitely, it's got a little Miles Teller.
Was F1? Was that the one with Brad Pitt?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Miles Teller is Goose. No.
Wait.
Is it Goose? No.
It's Goose's son.
Goose's son. Yeah. What was
Maverick, right?
what was his handle? Rooster.
Rooster. Yeah.
Rooster.
That's funny.
Goose and Rooster.
Yep.
Gooster.
All right, so we kind of talked about the crew. It's fairly skeletal, but the villain, I would argue the lead is going to be Chris Hemsworth, who plays Steve Abnesti, or Mr. Abnesti. Call me Steve. Yes, Jen.
Okay, this is I think, I don't know. I get excited. So I with his performance, I saw a lot of Brad Pitt in him in this performance. And I would love to see Brad Pitt as Steve.
Interesting.
Sorry, Brad Pitt and Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So-
with the character, like how Hemsworth was performing Steve, I saw a lot of like similarities like that I could picture Brad Pitt doing, and I think that would be a solid swap because Brad Pitt can be that lovable, I'm your best friend psycho so well.
Yeah, I think
It's
Brad.
making me think of Inglorious Bastards, like his role
Oh,
in that.
nice. Yeah,
Like, I think that's a great comparison.
good pull. We out here killing Nazis. And business is a booming. All right, Miles Teller plays Jeff. I don't know about you guys, but I've always thought of Miles Teller as the generation just above us is Shia LaBeouf. So we had Shia, they have Miles. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I suppose I would also argue Logan Lerman.
Who's that?
Percy Jackson.
Oh, nah, I don't see it.
And you're comparing to Shia LaBeouf? Okay. Go on then.
No, I'm just saying, like we have growing up with Transformers, even Stevens. He's done other things. Come
Holes.
on, yeah, Holes,
Eagle Eye.
Was it the greatest game ever played? So we had him then, and then Miles comes a little bit later, and I feel like they kind of have the same the same personality, kind of same characteristics, same acting skills, and that's just how I've always seen Miles. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's just me. But I thought he did great in this. Again, kind of like what you were saying, Matt. I feel like any movie Miles is in, I've always really liked him, including that party movie that he did.
Project X.
Project X. It's a 21 or Project X. Yeah. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I really like about Miles is he started off, I think, as kind of a smart alecky comic type of guy.
Yep.
But as he got older, he became like he got into action, got into being more serious and more drama based. And I really enjoy him because when he needs to be snarky and comedic, he can be. Yeah. It's kind of like how with like Chris Pratt, you got Parks and Rec, where it's like he's the hilarity guy, but then he starts doing Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic Park, and you're like, oh, he's a tough action guy now. That transition. I like that about Miles, where he can kind of go back and forth, and I think he's still young enough in his career where he can be fluid with things like that. So I really enjoy him. I think he's friggin' hilarious. But he was great in this, where he has to be serious and plays more drama.
Yeah, he's also really good in War Dogs. If you've seen that one.
I haven't seen War Dogs.
With Jonah Hill.
I haven't seen War Dogs.
They're a really good duo. If I remember, it's about drug cartel and things get a little dicey. Shocking.
It feels right. I mean, I've seen Miles in a lot of different things. Like the one that I actually really enjoyed that I hunted down for a while to find so that I could see it was Two Night Stand. It's a kind of a drama rom-com where these guys they hook up for a night, and then there's a freak snowstorm and they're essentially like stuck. So they're and it's just kind of like it's a weird little meet cute, but it's a nice thing. Like it's essentially the whole movie is two people in an apartment. And it's really good. Really enjoy it, but not a super well known one.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah.
And then the other familiar face that I saw, Lizzie. And the only reason why I know Lizzie is played by Journey Smollett. She was in Friday Night Lights TV series.
Mm.
Yep.
Who was she in Friday Night Lights? I never saw it, but like I kind of.
She is the who there's a very famous actor that I never like to spoil in case anyone hasn't seen it because you'll be shocked that he's in there. But she's basically the love interest of that famous actor. I want to say her dad is a police officer or something. No, they work at a meat shop, I think, right? Or a barbecue place. I think it's a barbecue place.
Oh, that's sounding familiar.
Yeah, she's the daughter of the guy that works at a barbecue place.
Hey, no, because she looked familiar to me. I feel like I've seen her.
In Friday Night Lights, though, unfortunately.
Huh?
What?
I cut you off. Sorry.
Oh, I was saying I don't remember her name in Friday Night Lights.
Can I give an actor shout out?
Sure.
I guess he had more of a cameo, but it's Nathan Jones who plays Rogan,
Okay.
the dude with all the tattoos on his face.
Oh, okay.
I just gotta say, I looked him up. He is 6'11".
Oh my gosh.
He is fucking massive.
You know what? He's probably 7 foot, but nobody ever claims they're 7 foot.
Yeah. 6'11". Well, plus you got the 11 in there, so it makes it sound taller than like 7'0",
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I've like, Jesus, this guy's he was on WWE, and yeah, so I just shout out to him, because even all like the tattoos looked really awesome on him. Like he looked like he could fuck you up.
Yeah.
So.
And not care about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether
yeah.
he was on the Darkened Flux or not, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for? Like I said, it's pretty skeletal. Skeletal.
I don't know if you mentioned her, but the gal who plays Heather, Tess Hobbrick.
Oh no, she has not been mentioned. Tess Hobbrick, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, excellent performance by her. I thought she was really good in her role.
Yep.
I really enjoyed her performance a lot. Yeah, those are kind of my two shout outs.
Okay. Ratings. We're giving this one 4.13 out of 5 stars. IMDb gives it 5.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Letterbox 2.6 out of 5.
Damn, these are all harsh.
I know people.
That'd be like a 2.7 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah, people are terrible. They don't understand that it's okay just to be entertained and enjoy a good movie. You know, it doesn't have to change your world.
But that's different than
does
critiques.
change your world.
And then Roger Ebert website 2 out of 4 stars.
Yeah, so it's like 50% across the board.
Yep.
Except for our board. And our board wins.
Yeah, the GoodFlickas is like always above average. we're too nice.
I'm just gonna read again.
We're GoodFlickas.
Everything's on the fly here, so I'm just gonna read this quote. Though it starts with promise, Spiderhead is pseudo-heady sci-fi stuff that treats its most intriguing elements like an afterthought and misses the opportunity to be a memorable oddity aside from its disappointments.
Kind of like your writing.
Damn.
Next.
Where's a bro? When you need one. Oh, Matt needs to add that sound effect.
Yeah, what else? Anything else that I'm looking at? No, a bunch of, once again, someone with a someone that thinks that they're doing a review when they're just writing a summary. That's not a review, people. All right. Moving on. Okay, going back. So that's the reviews.
Nick,
Now-
I agree. I need to get the bum, 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 bum sound effect.
Now I go into, what do I go into? Oh, budget.
Bojit.
Budget. Budget.
Bouget. It's a bouget.
60 million.
60 million.
Yep.
I bet all of that went to the soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack and cast. All right. No worldwide gross doesn't show. Although I think this might be Netflix. So.
I believe it is a Netflix original, so they wouldn't disclose whatever they made.
Yep.
Let's just assume 100 mil.
I think they're still technically making money from it. Is like the
So far.
well, the model. I really don't understand how views turns to dollars for them in the sense of like this movie being watched. I don't understand how the streaming stuff works on that side of it. So, but still presumably making money off of this movie, so they haven't stopped making money.
It's probably like a percentage of like the monthly subscribers. You like because we watched it once, they take a cut from our monthly payment towards that movie. It could be pennies. I don't know. Yeah.
I cannot figure out why my TV keeps like my TV, but my second monitor keeps like shorting out. So sorry, I'm going to be bouncing around trying to figure this out, but keep going, guys. I can hear you. I just probably won't talk so much.
Looking for awards. No awards. All right, and let's take a look at trivia. Let's see, anything good? Anything good to talk about? Let's see, we got
I'll look some stuff up too.
Rogan is reading a book titled 10th of December by George Saunders and first published in book form on January the 8th, 2013 by Random House. It contains the short story Escape from Spiderhead, on which this movie is based.
Fun. Shout out to the book. That was a fun fact.
Yeah. There's really not a lot. Anything.
Jen, did you write down the name of that book?
Escape from Spiderhead.
This was shot in Australia during COVID-19. The observation glass in the testing room is not see-through, but at a 1:18, and you can see Jeff through the glass from where Lizzie is sitting. Oh, 1 hour, 18 minutes. Oh, they're saying that that's like a nitpick. Okay.
Yeah, see, I question that because I'm like, is it truly a one-way window? And then they kind of ruined that illusion when they showed the other side.
And the original title was Escape from Spiderhead. This was dropped because it made the film sound too much like a Prison Break movie, which it essentially is.
I mean, in the end, yeah. Spider Shank Redemption.
Oh my god, this is so fun.
Sorry, that was too good.
What did you say?
I said Spider Shank Redemption. Am I too loud? Am I cutting off? Is that right? Oh, okay.
This is the last fun fact I have for us. Unusually for a film starring Chris Hemsworth, the star does not take his shirt off.
Oh man.
Pretty good.
Hey, that was a funny fact, you know.
Funny. All right, that's all I got for you folks.
I mean, I looked up a couple. I mean, I guess this was more of like a did you notice? But the Spiderhead facility is inspired by brutalist architecture and old bunkers. It has no windows to trap the It has no windows to trap the characters, and natural light is only let in through skylights.
Mm-hmm.
Romantic.
Kind of a depressing fact. Although there is another one, it says here that the director claims that the movie is not sci-fi.
Oh, well, they can fuck off.
It says director Joseph Kosinski claims this isn't a science fiction movie. He believes the pharmaceutical premise is realistic enough to happen in the near future or even today.
Womp womp.
So Brian, you need to pick another one.
This is a sci-fi movie if I've ever. Shut up.
So what you're saying is you're optimistic that this will never happen in the near future.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
If I could go back to actors for a hot beat.
No, we did that.
I know, but this is just like a quick little fun fact because you mentioned Journey Smollett. Yeah, I can't hear you over me talking. You get canceled out. That's the best part. So I can't hear you. Watch your fingertips. That fire's gonna get hot. But Journey Smollett, I know you'd mentioned her being in Friday Night Lights, but she's also Phoebe in Jack with Robin Williams. She's one of the two little girls, and she's also Tori in Roll Bounce, which I think I made you guys watch Roll Bounce.
Oh, that's the skate the skate one, right?
Roller skating one with Lil Bow Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I do recognize her.
She's Tori, the girl who has braces the entire movie and then gets them off at the end.
Yes, yeah.
There's much more to her character.
I recognized her
than
from
that,
somewhere.
Yeah, well, and that's what it was. Is like I couldn't place her either, so I was starting to look through her stuff, and then I got deeper into her credits, and I was like, "That's her." So
well, it's the name too. Like it's such a unique name. I was like, I know the name.
Yeah,
but I just couldn't remember the face to what else she had been in.
Yep. So yeah, just wanted to quickly go back to that real fast. But is that it for fun facts and everything? I mean, I don't have anything. I didn't get to look at anything. I literally watched this movie, finished it 10 minutes before we hopped on.
Sadly, the U.S. just got eliminated from the World Cup. I just saw that.
Oh no. I'm so sad we lost a football match.
For any major U.S. soccer fans out there,
No, no.
Clearly, we're not soccer.
I've been curious. I mean, I'm
that-
curious, but I'm not following.
The only thing I've been hearing about the World Cup is foreigners coming to the U.S. and like trying our American foods. They're like, "Oh, we're at a Texas barbecue for the first time, and we're a British couple," you know.
I hope your hotel room has 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, or like some guy from like Zimbabwe, like, it's like, "Oh, I'm having Chick-fil-A for the first time."
Your palate ain't ready for that. Your palate ain't ready for that.
yeah, start small.
And then ranch has been the big thing that foreigners are trying to take back with them, and then they keep getting confiscated in their carry-ons.
Yeah, ranch is a big deal apparently. What was that?
Right?
I said try an Egg McMuffin for starters. See.
Well, people were saying that they should take back like the seasoning, like the packet, like the ranch seasoning.
They'll take that too.
Are you serious?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't.
What's wrong with ranch?
I don't. Maybe you can get the seasoning. I'm not sure, but I think it's a certain ingredient that we have that they don't allow in the European
Europe.
countries. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's something that they don't allow.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder, like, what are we eating?
Yeah. No.
Don't go down that road.
Why do you think our food tastes?
Don't go down that road. Let's just enjoy the food that we are given and be appreciative that we have that food. Let's do our best to eat well and not question everything that we can.
There's a reason why the food here is so good.
It's called grease.
We're lab rats.
Fat.
And illegal ingredients.
It's fat and sugar. That's why. That is why everything is delicious. Fat and sugar.
MSG.
But all right.
Anyway,
Let's hop into Spiderhead, and what better place to start than the very beginning? A very good place to start. And I have to say I'm trying my best to remember how this movie started.
The guy is cracking up.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
I was like, is this an ad? Has the movie started? I was so confused.
I want to give a huge shout out to this guy. I'd have to pull up his name to see who he is. What is it? It's the guy who plays. Was it Ray? Ray. I think it's Ray. Stephen Tongan. This guy, what he did on screen for this, when you could see that he was being forced to laugh when he didn't want to laugh. There's a subtlety in his face that he's portraying, and it's so well done. Kudos to him, because this laughter looks painful, and it's supposed to, because we never follow his character again. He is our introduction to what this guy is doing to people, and it's making them feel things against their will. And I really enjoy it. I really like how this movie starts us off and gives us everything we need to know right off the bat. Really intriguing kickoff. But what did you guys think? Nick, do you have any thoughts?
yeah. I had a little bit of a hard time in the beginning figuring out what this movie was going to be about, because of this intro, and I thought maybe it was like some kind of like insane asylum or something, or like some kind of experimentation. But I still didn't understand like what the premise or what the plot was. So this intro is not really a good way to kind of kick off that sort of thing. But I do agree, like the acting in from that guy was incredible and unsettling and very, very nightmarish.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have nightmares after watching this, but I can see how it could be freaky to some people.
Super freak. Super
freaky. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I didn't read anything about it. I like purposely covered like the summary of what this movie could be about, so I went in blind. And so seeing this, I thought, I was with you, Nick. I was like, wow, this guy is a straight up psychopath. Like I thought he was like a murderer of some kind. Like, and he lost it. So for me, I didn't even see the part of like, oh, he's doing this like against his will. Like to me, it just looked like he had no brain cells in his brain or something, no emotion, and it was like a cold laughter. So that's interesting that you thought like he had like this little hidden thing of like, oh, I don't really want to be laughing right now.
Yeah, take a look at him. Watch. It's like all in the eyes. It almost looks like he wants to cry at a certain point. It's sad. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I completely agree. The performance that he delivers is it's perfect. I don't know how he did it, what he did to get to it, but the laughter, just everything about it, like just a really, really great job there. And then the only other thing to mention about the intro is whenever you kick off your movie and the first needle drop I hear is one of my favorite songs, the Logic song.
Yes.
We're in good hands.
Supertramp playing all the way through the intro was fantastic.
Yeah. That is definitely it's easily in my top 25 favorite songs, hands down. Like that song, anytime I hear it, I will always listen to it full out. I never get tired of it. I never get bored of it. It's a great song.
What was the song again?
It's the Logical song.
Logical song.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Yeah,
called. That's what it's called.
It goes. Tell me your way.
Bum 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 bum.
Emotional and lyrical. Na na na. Da, na, 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 da, da.
That's lots of na-na-nas in there.
It's
like a Blink-182 song.
Difficult lyrics to hit when I'm trying to catch it.
lyrical.
Yeah,
Look it up.
it's a great song.
Life can be wonderful.
It's called The Logical Song.
The Logical Song by Supertramp. It's funny because like I'm with you, Brian. Where like no matter how many times I've heard the song, no matter how many times I listen to the song, I've never actually like memorized all of the little rambling lyric bits.
But when it's playing, I can sing the lyrics like no.
It's because it's the Logical Song, and guess what? It doesn't come out as logical lyrics.
Yeah.
No, it is a fun one, and like I said, I enjoyed that we got to hear like the entire song throughout the intro,
Yeah.
Which again, and I love when movies do this, where if they give you that much of a song that if they're going to, it doesn't just fade, or
Right.
like it was a hard cut, and the only other option for how like a great transition from a good needle drop into next scene is if it's like a literal transition to radio, and somebody like clicks off the radio.
Yeah.
Like that's those are the like the coolest ones for transition of awesome banger into movie. Go ahead, Brian.
My other comment about the intro, I'm wondering if you guys are the same. When you see movies that have like essentially the villain's lair, do you like, and normally it's like it's super nice and it's elegant and all that, do you instantly think, I wonder when this will catch on fire or when this will get blown up? Because I remember the first time watching Spiderhead, I saw that and I was like, that probably is going to blow up at some point in this movie, but it doesn't. It doesn't. So I'm just wondering if you guys are the same.
My impression of it was not, is it going to explode? It was like, it looked like too much of a statement piece, as if like this is a real building, so they're not gonna bother like blowing it up. It's just meant to give you the straight up like classic villain. I mean, like Dr. Evil should have appeared in this thing.
Yes, I was just thinking that literally as you were saying.
That's
Yeah.
what I loved about it was it felt like the perfect villain's lair.
It was a Bond villain layer for sure.
Yes, it was perfect, and because of that, and I think the way like the style of this movie, I didn't expect explosions in that sense. So no, I never expected it to blow up or anything like that, but it did give off perfect villain lair.
Yep.
What'd you have, Nick? Sorry to steal it.
I agree. I agree with Matt.
All right. Anybody else have anything for intro? Or are we ready to bounce around to memories?
Ooh.
Memories. Oh, go ahead, Nick. You got something?
Yeah, just the first thing that came to my mind.
That's what we want.
Yeah. What was her name? Heather.
The first person he has sex with.
Yes.
Heather. Yes.
Let me just double check here. Yes, Heather. Her killing herself. that was
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of this movie.
Oh, sad.
It's just, well, I mean, I guess really it's the whole scene, but like the visual is of the, you know, her last moments. Um, and this scene, you know, the she's getting injected with the darkened flocks, right? In
Yeah.
this one, and you know, they have like an app on a phone that they can control the dosage of how much goes in the body and then how much comes back out. Like they could do that in real time, and um, I guess like this is where we kind of learn the flaws about this whole Moby Pack system that they have for these vials. Is when she starts to freak out. I believe it's when she hits her back up against the wall, and then it kind of like smashes or rattles or does something to the Moby Pack,
Right.
and then the dial for how much is going into her system, it just gets cranked up, and her acting in this is phenomenal. Just the way that she goes manic and crazy, and then you know she breaks something, I can't remember what it was, but then has some kind of a broken shard in her hand, and then just fucking kills herself. I'm just like, holy shit! Like like none of them, nobody was expecting that, or I guess the you know the people observing were not expecting that. But yeah, when I think of Spiderhead, I think of her in that scene.
Ah.
So
I think it's a nightstand that she broke because it was like a T section that had kind of like a broken leg to it or something.
okay, I thought it was like a table of some kind, but
Yeah,
yeah,
like a little side table just
Mhm.
from her smashing around. But that
because they put them in in this room that you know it's kind of like it's a controlled room where you know they don't have access really to like weapons or materials that they could use to harm themselves, like ropes and like knives and you know guns or whatever. So the
well,
fact that you know Steve didn't account for a broken table that could be used as a weapon for self harm in these experiments is like it shows the flaws in this whole system and this whole process because you got them smashing the Moby Pack against the wall and it causing a malfunction, and then breaking furniture and using it as a weapon. Like those are two. There's a term for it. It's like two variable factors, right? It's called a variable factor, like something that you don't account for when you're doing an experiment. And so I like
let's
that they
say
show that in
yes.
this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
I know Brian put his hand up. I don't know if that's in connection to what you're saying, Nick. Jin, did you have something for that, or was it a change of memory?
No, mine's the to share memory.
Gotcha. Brian, did you have something to go to Nick?
It's about the scene
Yeah.
that we're on. One of my head scratchers is if you know that you're dealing with very powerful pharmaceutical agents, essentially, wouldn't you think you would come up with a better way to protect the way that you're delivering it to the patients? It's like that is so open and exposed in the back that all multiple times all they did was push up against the wall and things went haywire. I would just would expect there be a different type of administration system that is way more I guess way it's
like more efficient.
no, it's more safe for the patients.
Oh.
You know, it's like all you need, especially you're making these patients go super angry or crazy, like which means they're not going to control their physical actions, which means damage is going to occur, and you should probably anticipate on their bodies being banged into something, and to not have it to where you just have this open pack that's just ready to wreak havoc the minute it breaks.
It needs to be made of like titanium or something. you know, because they look like they're made of like like a metal, thin metal, maybe plastic. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But like I mean, they still it still needs to be like that systems where they can control in the app like how much goes in, and then they can just immediately take some out, because you can't do the traditional method of like a syringe and putting it in them, because then you can't take it back out. So it really just they need to increase the durability of the pack itself. It just they didn't look like they were like destructible proof. I don't know if that's the right word for it.
Indestructible.
Indestructible. Destructible proof.
Yeah, I think it's a flawed design, but I also think that that's an important thing to note with any story like this where somebody is trying to control other people like this. There's always some sort of flaw, and there needs to be, because if I mean it doesn't have to be a physical flaw like this, but there needs to be a flaw, and
Yeah.
I think that's where like his ego comes in. Is like he thinks he has such control over everything that there's nothing to worry about, and he just has built such an ego about himself, and he's so close to reaching his goal.
Well, and that's the thing, is like this is realistic because every science experiment has flaws, whether they're for good or for evil. Like there are things that you did not account for that are going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what he's trying to accomplish, is like it's a psychological study, and that I think that's the other interesting thing about this. Like they talk about his genius. It's seems like it's the drugs that are the genius of it all, but he's also psychologically a genius because he is manipulating their minds. It's not just administering the drugs, it's their minds. Go ahead, Brian.
The other thing about this scene is, if you think about it, this is the viewers' first time that we see what Dark Floxin is all about.
Dark Influx.
What
Dark Influx.
It's Darken Flox.
is that? It?
Yeah, DARKENFLOXX.
Darkenflox.
I had the subtitles on, so I
Okay,
saw the spelling of it. Yeah.
that's the first. I'm just gonna call it Dark. That's the first time the viewers get to see what
Was it I-16?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we'll remember that.
What I-16 is all about. But I loved the way, in general, how they handled I-16. I looked at it the same way Spielberg did Jaws. It was this lurking thing that you don't know what it is until you finally see it, and then you're like, oh, so that's I-16. But it's like people were clearly afraid of it. You saw Jeff had emotions about it because he was he was on it himself. So it was like I said, it was like this lurking demon type thing. And then when it shows up, it shows up, and you're like, oh yeah, I can see why I-16 is something that nobody wants to talk about around here. So just really, really great job with the handling of I-16, in my opinion.
Yeah, I actually have a comment on what you just said. Just that's one of the things I loved about this movie in general, is that they didn't reveal everything right away.
Yeah.
It was like little seed plants, and then revisit it, and then explained. And it was just so well done. So well done.
Yeah.
All right, Jen, you got a memory?
Yes, I have two memories.
Ooh.
Since I'll just say this one short because we were just kind of on the topic, but I liked the fact that they didn't reveal Emma being in the car as well right away, because that came as a surprise. And I like that it wasn't. I just liked how they told that. So I'll think of that. And then also there was something about his Friday phone call. Just the feeling of complete freedom is something that will stay in my mind because it's such a stark contrast to like that prison that they're in, and yet they're trying to like glorify this place like, oh, it's so much better than actual prison, when really there's probably no difference whatsoever. And when he's allowed that one phone call and he's up on that mountaintop, it's just like the freedom element that they display is just so powerful. And that's what I'll think of when I hear this movie, probably.
Yeah, I wanted to add more to the first memory you have with the what was the
Emma.
girlfriend's name?
Emma.
Emma. I this will never get old when movies when they hide information from you from a scene, and then when they later replay a scene and then reveal new information.
Hmm.
I love that trope. It's such a good trope. It works every time, and it just it just works in this movie. It's because, like you said, they don't reveal everything at once, and we as human beings, we're curious, so we're always looking, um we're always excited when new information gets brought to us that we didn't even think of before, or think or had thought about. So I just want to add that was a really great choice of, you know, unveiling how she died, until later in the movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. I too like that trope a lot too, especially because when you see it, your mind instantly was like, "Wait, was she there the whole time? I just never noticed her."
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
instantly question what you saw. 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, like it's like that kind of reaction of like,
Yeah.
oh shit, Yeah. Now you got any memories? Nope. Brian, you got any memories?
I'm trying to think of something like specific. I mean, because the darkened flocks scene with Heather was really good, but I don't know.
I have a memory.
Go ahead.
Plain and simple. When I hear spiderweb or spiderweb,
when I think of Spider-Man,
yeah. When I hear Spiderhead, I think of drugs being categorized using a bingo card. That is one of the most creative ideas I've ever seen. Where it's like, just gonna call this is my laughter drug, and it's G14 or whatever it was, and this is my dark psychotic drug. We're gonna call it I-16. I mean, that is using a bingo card to categorize your drugs. Like that is it. That's the memory, hands down.
I do like that too. That is a fun way to kind of name your things, and it's like what happens when, like, once you've done up your bingo card, it's like, okay, now we get a new bingo card and we get new numbers.
Yeah.
can I add to that?
Sure.
I really enjoyed this too, and they did some foreshadowing because in the beginning, you do see a very, very extreme close up of gold stars when they're like peeling them or pressing them down, but they don't show you what the stars are going on. They just show you the gold stars being peeled, and I got the impression. There we go. I got the impression that the gold stars were like participation trophies for the inmates that that they completed their
They're short.
yeah, like they completed their session or whatever, you know,
Test
with
complete. Good job, buddy.
yeah, exactly, yeah, like they were like participation stickers. They're like, okay, you know, Heather is getting a gold star for her work today, and what was the guy in the very beginning, the laughing, like he gets a gold star for his test today. So I like that they don't tell you again, like revealing information later, but they kind of, you know, tease you a little bit about it. So I thought that was really good, um, like foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Like Jen, is your hand up?
Yeah, I enjoyed the bingo card aspect to it just because it just shows it's a good way of showing how small this man really is. Like he acts like he's in this large corporation and saving the whole world and it's all going to be beautiful and love and I'm going to bring world peace and it's a bingo card. Like it just I just loved it because it just shows he is just a small man.
As a child playing a child's game.
Yes, exactly. Only God can play God.
Well, I mean, he's a sociopath. He's always cheery. He's always, you know, in a good mood. He's always trying to be helpful and provide them all with what they want. Try to build close relationships.
He's
you know,
also drugging himself every day.
Yeah.
Well, that too, but his mental state is just very sociopathic.
Yeah.
You know, seems like a great guy, but he's really not doing the world a favor. Go ahead, John.
Wait, now I have a head scratcher. Can I ask it or?
No, go for it. I don't have you guys have kind of mentioned things that I would be like, yeah, that's kind of a memory for me as well. But like nothing that really stands out stronger than what you guys have already mentioned. So I'm good for you to go into a head scratcher.
Okay, so my head scratcher is like Jeff ends up confronting Steve about the reality of the serums. And he had said, you don't actually have, like, these don't do anything. And yet we see Steve using them, like, getting high, essentially. So it was doing something. Or did I miss something?
The one that he called a placebo? Is that what you're asking about?
So Jeff confronted Steve and was like, all there is B6, which is like the truth serum. That's the only thing, or like the obedience serum. That was it, not truth.
Yeah.
The obedience serum. And that's what was making everyone do everything. And yet we do see Steve using the other ones too. So
Lavectin was one of them, I think.
It was definitely N40 was like his favorite. And then he did the laughing one, the G46. So it's
Laffadil.
So yeah, Laffadil.
Laffadil.
Some of the names he came up with were pretty solid.
They're great.
So it's like, so there was more than B6 after all, or I'm confused. Go ahead, Chigi. Explain.
So ultimately, he knows all of his other working. Lovactin, Laffadil, et cetera, right? The one that makes you eat all the time. Those are like drugs that are working. What he wants is B6. And even Jeff calls him out on it towards the end. It's like, you don't care about any of these drugs. You only care about B6. Because B6 is basically going for, I believe Jeff said, total dominance. Or not, no, Steve. Steve said it was like total obedience or total dominance, where even you take B6 and you'll do things even if you don't want to do them.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he wasn't saying the others didn't work. Okay, so it's like they don't matter.
What
So-
he,
Okay, that's what I got confused.
basically what he was doing is like he wanted, like, let's just take Love Acting for a second, okay? You saw how quickly Love Acting works. It was like the first scene with Jeff and Heather where they're kind of into each other, not really. Love Acting is introduced, and within seconds they're ripping each other's clothes off, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Steve wants is to be able to induce B6 or administer B6 during this Love Acting and saying, "Hey guys, stop." And because the B6 is on, they stop, even though their most purest desire at that time is to literally fuck each other's brains out.
Got it.
But he wants that B6 to be like, no, I override the fuck drive, and we will not be continuing our action because we were told to stop.
Got it. Okay, so that's where I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes Steve even worse.
So I'm gonna go one further, Jen. The reason he's created all of those other drugs, the Lavactin, Laftin, all whatever, like Lafadil, whatever, like the reason he created all of those is in an effort to control people's emotions so that he could reach the level of like love. I can make you feel love. Therefore, I can make you love this thing, and now I'm gonna tell you to kill this thing. And you have to do that. You have to kill this thing that you love. That's the level that he's trying to get to of control, and that's all what B6 is. So it works, but it's not perfect. In order to get more perfect, he's had to make those other drugs to create emotions in other people. It's to really fine tune how do I control that aspect? How do I control that aspect? Ultimately, getting to the test of, if I can get somebody who loves somebody to hurt them, I can get them to do anything, and therefore I have complete dominance and control over people. So the other drugs are like the reason he's taking them, happy byproducts. They make me feel the things I want to feel, because he's a depressed villain because his dad left him at a foster home. He abandoned him. Like, which can we jump around right now?
Sure.
Jump up and get down. The
what it's like to be drinking alcohol while on Lafadil.
Why would you need alcohol?
Yeah,
You have Lafadil. It's doing all this. I mean, hell, so when they were in the Lafadil thing, what I liked about this scene was knowing he was administering this drug to create this feeling of euphoria and fun and happiness. But it felt like the old school, let's sit out on the porch and smoke a joint vibes, which was just kind of like, I enjoyed that aspect of it, because these scenes kind of like humanize. Steve is Hemsworth, right?
Correct.
They got me confused with like Steve and Jeff. I'm like, these are the most basic white guy names. Come on.
They-
Steve and Jeff. But so Steve, so they try to like humanize Steve on occasion, where it's like, he's not a bad guy. He has his reasons. Like, he went through some stuff too. Like, we know we're not empathizing, but there's those little things of to try and create some empathy for the audience, or for Jeff. Right, of like, maybe he has his reasons. If I humanize myself, Steve, if I humanize myself to Jeff, he'll get onto my side. I can control him that way. And I enjoyed that scene. You lost me on like my original track of what I was gonna do with Steve on this, because we started focusing on the Lafadil scene.
you just wanted to change scenes.
Yeah, but that wasn't. I don't think that was the scene I was originally going to jump to, so I don't remember what we were talking about. What Jen was talking about. Damn it. Sorry, Jen. I lost what you had said, and now I don't remember where I was going. So if anybody wants to hop in, feel free. Lost it.
Okay.
I literally. It's gone. It is just gone.
Wait.
I don't remember what it was.
Well, Jen just asked a question.
I could wait here 10 minutes trying to remember what it is.
Well, Jen asked the question, and then you and I answered it about
Like B6. So,
B6 and how he was trying to control
Oh.
people.
Yeah, that helps a little. No, yes, I think it comes down to Steve being like a sad guy who wants friends. Like
no, he doesn't.
you don't think he wants friends? Everything that this man is trying to do is to control people. He wants to be loved, and nobody loves him.
No, he doesn't want to ever feel hurt again. And that means he will hurt everybody before they hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to control. Like being someone's friend is not, I'm gonna have total control over you. That is not a friend. Stay away from somebody like that.
For sure. But that's the only way he knows how, right? Because like you said, he needs to control people so they never leave him.
That's not the only way he knows how.
Oh my God. Okay, you've done it. Thank you, Jen. You've done it. You reminded me of the Twilight Zone episode. I cannot remember what it's called. I think they recreated in the Twilight Zone movie. But the premise is a small boy who can essentially make anything happen with his mind. And he traps people in this home. And they'll just do anything that he wants because he could just kill them or poof them into a jack-in-the-box or twist them inside out. Like, he can do anything he wants to them. So they're terrified of him. But he's a child who is trying to control people. And that's exactly what Steve is this child who is trying to control people. It's like he's playing this game with them. It's
like they're all his action figures.
Exactly. Like it's all in the effort of I will hurt them before they hurt me mindset, but I need people. I need my playthings. You're going to be my friend whether you want to or not, and when you choose not to and you make me upset, I will do away with you. Go ahead, Jen.
Narcissism,
You know what?
ego, sociopathic.
Well, you know what I just remembered though, and this is a huge part of it, is he technically did not force them. They always had the option to leave. And I would like the whole time, and like I was asking the question that they asked, like, why do you stay? That was my question. Why do you stay?
They are serving sentences
That were up.
but they don't know that because they don't know what day it is. But also, they may have had a choice at the beginning, but since giving them B6, which makes them say yes when they're not saying yes, they don't have the choice. Like they mentioned that multiple times where they're like, I don't even know why I said it. I felt like because they say it as I said, what's the word? Is it acknowledge? They said acknowledged. I said it because I felt like I deserved it. Like I knew it wasn't going to be a good thing, or I knew it was going to be a bad thing, or like the reason I said it was because I felt like I deserved it. So they play it off as like these guys are going, all of these people have psychological drama, which is why they're willing to put themselves through all of this punishment, is because they think they deserve it. But it's really that B6 that's going through, that's pumping through them when they're really not saying, like they're not saying affirmative or acknowledge. They're not saying acknowledge. They pumped that B6 in and it was like, say it.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
And that's why when Jeff doesn't do the dark influx on the girls, he's like, you're not doing it, you're supposed to do it. I have to get past this. I have to get past this thing. I have to get, because I'm not fully in control of you. You're not doing the thing that I need you to do.
Yep.
So that's why he has to fix it. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a slightly different interpretation about why these subjects are here. But my take on it was that, when they were sentenced, and like when they were convicted and sentenced for the crimes that they did, they were given an option to go to state prison or go be a part of this experimental
They got the whole sentencing: Camp Green Lake or county jail.
And I think that they were sort of sold this like paradise idea, like they were manipulated, and I think that they were still coherent, at this time too, because this is before that I'm sure. Well, I can only assume, but my theory is that this is before that they've been actually given anything. This is like immediately after court and the trial is over. But they think, oh yeah, we get to be in this very remote nature destination where we get really nice meals in this modern looking building, and we're not, we're in orange jumpsuits. We can kind of wear whatever we want. I think they were sold this like paradise idea as like, this is a better alternative than being at a state prison. And
this is like a heavyweights Camp Hope.
But like,
You're gonna
extreme.
love it here. It's gonna be great. The Blob, we've got it all. Enter Tony Perkins.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just think that they were sort of falsely sold on this idea, and when these characters are talking with each other, questioning themselves, like, is this place really better than being at state prison? I think they're still conscious enough of realizing that maybe it's not. Maybe state prison would be better, because at least you're not being experimented on. You might be in harsher conditions. The food might not be as good, but is getting your mind fucked with better than sleeping on a little bit of a harder bed or having slightly less nutritious food? It's a balancing act of they're trying to figure out, like, is this place that we're at really a good thing for us? And
that's the thing, right? Is like, is the physical pain of real prison worth the, is it better or worse to take on the physical pain versus the psychological pain that I'm taking here? Like, it's all fucked. Sure, I think
the mental pain is worse, because without your brain, like, you don't have anything.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're saying, is like, did I make, like you're saying, did I make the right choice? Is this the right? Was this actually better?
Like, I'd rather get fat in prison than be psychologically damaged from this place. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I'd like my brain to stay
have my
intact. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can just lose the weight once I'm out, but once I'm out of
why are you getting fat in
experimental
prison?
thing?
Yeah.
Why are you getting fat
I
in prison? Why is that happening?
I had a friend that did some time, and he came back shredded.
I mean, I don't know. Don't people get fat in prison? I don't know. They just gotta sit
you
around all
get
day.
3 meals a day.
You get 3 meals a day
That's a
and
lot of
plenty of time to
calories.
work out.
No,
Yeah.
they're not like gourmet meals, Nick. It's probably like oatmeal in a bowl.
It is your basic nutrition.
It is probably like oatmeal, rice and beans, and maybe a carton of milk.
It's like high calorie, low nutritiously dense, like foods that could easily make you gain weight if you don't work out or exercise. Anyway, the point is, I'm trying to make is that the psychological harm just doesn't seem worth it to me.
I'd agree with that.
Look at your little baby kid.
Is she not the freaking cutest? Like, I had to turn and show this.
Is she holding like her paw on your shirt?
She's reaching up and holding. I got you, man.
Are you forcing her like that, or is
This
she
is
like
this is
like it?
all her. She just shuffled. I got you, baby.
Okay.
No, Matt just gave her B6. No big deal.
Yeah, this is a big improvement from when you first got her.
She freaking loves me. She's so snuggly. Like, She's
Oh.
she's a little baby girl.
Snuggle competition.
Oh.
Whiskey's like, I snuggle better.
She doesn't. Whiskey runs away from me, so Lucy's like, you know what? I'll make up for the love Whiskey won't give you. And I appreciate that, sweet girl. Yes, I do. I swear to God, she's a little baby. She is a baby. She's over here purring. She's got her paw up at me. She's actually
what's her name again? I
Lucy.
forgot. Lucy.
Yeah. All right. You guys have any scenes you want to jump around to?
I know I have a few.
I have a nitpick.
I have no notes, so I've got nothing to call to. So.
Yeah, me too. That's all.
Nick, Nick, you mentioned you got some scenes. Jen, you said you got a nitpick.
Yeah.
What do we want to hit, Brian?
Jen never has a nitpick. I'm very curious.
I have a nitpick, and I think just get rid of it because it's gross. And it's Poopy Finger.
Oh.
It's so gross.
That is a very weird thing.
It's so unnecessary. Like, who cares? It is not needed.
It is a long setup joke. Like the whole.
Not a joke. Like, it's not funny. No one's laughing.
Yeah.
It's a literal poop joke.
Nick, you enjoy poop and fart jokes. What'd you think?
How presumptuous of you. But no, I agree. The thing is like they kind of make it a big deal, but it kind of isn't. I don't know. That's the feeling I get from it. It's just like they kind of set this up as this like, oh yeah, this person, and it's like they never kind of talk about it until the very end of the movie, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. So it's like, I don't know, it does feel kind of unnecessary.
They bring it up a couple of times, and I did,
but not enough to really like have an impact, I guess.
Well, it's like I said, it's a long setup for the overall punchline of who the poop finger is, and I enjoy the setup of it all. Because you kind of, you initially get it. She is a freaking baby. I'm telling you. Like, if she didn't trust that I would like hold her like this, I'm using both arms right now just because she would flop right out and not give a shit. Because she doesn't think, you don't think about your safety. I do. Don't look at me with those big blue eyes, you jerk. I love you.
This is just not needed combo.
Freaking love this cat. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. Cat.
Poop finger.
Poop finger.
Set up.
Poop finger. Yeah. I like how it's set up with the little comments here and there, like in the callback when Steve catches the two of them at the snacks at the end. Is like, I'd rethink the communal snacks, and they both kind of have that realization of like, poop finger, like somebody who has been putting their finger in their own poop and now they're eating from the same snack bowl. It's like, nope, let's not eat those. So yeah, I'm not saying the overall punchline is the best. I don't love a poop joke. But I kind of like that it's like this sort of mystery. It reminded me of in Community with the ass crack bandit being one of those like mysteries where like, who's it gonna be? And you're just waiting to figure out who it is.
Or you're like me and you just don't care.
Yeah, I could care less. So just get rid of that, please.
Fair enough.
No relevancy to the story. Just, it was a bad move.
I'm not here to defend it.
What did she do to get there? Oh, I want to know.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, sorry, last bite. A scene I just wanted to talk about that I liked is it's the first time we see Jeff and Lizzie when he comes through the kitchen and she's like preparing food or something. And this is towards the beginning. What was that, Jen?
She's dancing.
Oh, that's right. She's dancing with the headphones, and he like pulls one of the earmuffs away, and like kind of scares her, and like kind of like a, you know, cutesy relationship kind of thing, whatever going on. Um, and I think that this was kind of before we really understand the environment that they're in. So they did a really good job of making us feel like this is just like a happy couple, you know, day in the life. One's like coming home from work, and like, you know, and then one of them's making some food, and she's being playful, like having him try some of it, and um, like we're thinking like, okay, this is just like a, you know, we're catching a glimpse in the day of a life of this couple, and then we find out the real story, and the reason is because like they're both assigned to this, you know, kitchen, their, what was it called, snack station,
Yeah.
or whatever,
The pantry.
pantry. They were assigned to pantry,
Snack duty. It was snack duty.
snack duty, and then once you kind of like, that illusion gets broken of like, oh, this is not just like an organic thing that came about. Like these two people were kind of put here, but I still like the chemistry that they have with each other. It's really fun. It's really playful, and you know, they're kind of making the best of a bad situation that they're in. Um,
Fine.
and yeah, and so it just plays in, you know, to the whole relationship building between them, especially when Steve brings Lizzie into the white room, and because Steve is, you know, doing his own little investigating work of trying to see what the relationship is like between these two, and you know, he kind of sees glimpses into that, and then obviously you know, the confirmation is when he sees the etch a sketch of Lizzie drawn from him. But yeah, I really liked that scene of them in the kitchen. I just thought it was a really nice. It was kind of like the nice, like one happy moment, I guess, in this movie was just seeing their chemistry with each other.
I was just about to say, I really enjoyed their chemistry. The two of them, every time they were on screen, I really enjoyed them. It definitely felt like you wanted them to be a couple. You like, I think mostly
You're rooting for them.
Yeah, I think mostly
Yeah.
from Jeff's perspective, you're really like, come on, like you can see that he's a good guy, that like he has a good heart. Whatever he did to be there, like there's good in him. So right, redeemed. He's paid his debt to society. He is a reformed man. And same thing with her, right? Like we don't know what she's done. We don't know anything about her, but it's like she's sweet, she's kind, and they vibe really well, and they just kind of have this sort of, I guess, what do they call it, trauma bonding, where like these guys kind of like they've been through their shit, and they're just kind of like connecting on that. But their chemistry together is really good. I really enjoy it throughout, and like as you're watching the relationship build and form and everything, it's really good, especially like right up to the moment where you get the moment when she reveals the truth, and she is just losing it, and she's like, come on, Jeff, do your job, like that whole thing where she is just laying it out there. It is a powerful scene, and it's really emotional. And then what did you guys think in the moment when she lays everything out there? She put all the cards on the table, and then she's just screaming at him to do it, put her through the punishment. I deserve it. Knowing that that's something he said of like how he feels sometimes too. Like saying all of that, and then watching Jeff like roll that dial, like, did he seriously do it? Or what did he actually like give her? Like you know what? I'm going to stop there on the question. What did you guys think in that moment when he dials up?
Is this the moment when she admits that she murdered her child?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
when she left her child in the car, and her child died?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. It to me, I could interpret Jeff being the one of, okay, no, she deserves this, or she's telling him to do it, so he's just granting her wish. Like it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really pinpoint what like what the motives, I guess, were. Like it's kind of left up to interpretation. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, my first watch, I remember thinking like, okay, he just gave her the I-16 because he sees the true desire that she wants that medicine given to her. It's not because he thinks she deserves it. He's simply obeying her personal wish, a wish that he himself can relate to. Um, I never predicted that he delivered medicine to Steve. That took me by surprise.
Okay. Jen, did you have something with that?
Yeah, I might be confused again. But I thought he had administered I thanks, Shiggy. I thought he administered the I-16 to her, but like secretly. And that was what made that story come out to begin with. And then at the end, he just is like, okay, and off the dose. So instead of cranking up that dose for her, I thought he just like turned it off. But I think it was just like a very small, minuscule dose of I-16. And then just her talking and them having that conversation. Like she didn't even, nobody really recognized it. And then that's when he turns it off. That's how I saw it. I don't know.
I don't think he, because this was what was, if anybody can remind me, when he describes what it was like, or he tries to describe what it was like being administered the darken, what is it, darken flow,
Darken Flocks.
darken flocks. These are stupid name, dark. So darken, whatever, darken flow. So when he's trying to describe what it feels like to her, and he's like, when he says it felt like being on fire, I wished I had been on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he says those things, like this was a level of pain that he cannot describe, because his desire was essentially death. Like, into this, it's that painful. I wish that upon no one. And that's why I don't think on any level he would ever give it to anybody, because he experienced and is like, I can't put anybody through that. So I instinctually thought that he would never give it to anybody. But when I saw the dial go up, I had my concerns. But my hope was that whatever he dialed up was not actually the I-16. It was, in theory, like is it N40 is the love one, like something to make her feel better, like force her to feel good. But that also feels like a real. That's the problem of these drugs, is you're telling somebody how to feel rather than letting them feel. And that's what I think Jeff was really fighting in this moment of, like, those are real emotions. That's what she really feels. She's not being told to feel this. She's not being forced to feel this. That is raw, untapped emotion. And I'm not going to change that. Because that's what these two characters are going through grief. They're going through I guess grief. It really is grief. Like they've lost people that they love because of their own actions, and they are not okay with that.
Does Jeff tell Lizzie about how his girlfriend was in the back of the car before or after Lizzie talks about her child death?
I think in the stories that he tells her that right before.
But he tells her his true conviction, like true charge of why he's there first, and then she tells him hers.
Yeah, he like right before that scene, I think he comes clean.
It was before, yeah.
He like.
So do you think it was just like the two of them just being brutally honest with each other without having any of these vials, pumped into their bodies?
I think that's part of it, but like because they've been pumped full of these drugs so much, like there's still things in their system, and I think one of the
but that's the thing is like, but she lies about it earlier
because they're ashamed.
You know, because she says, oh, like she was in here for robbery or something, right? So I'm wondering, like, was it the drugs that made them tell the truth, or did they tell each other their truths because it was a way for them to become closer with each other?
They told
like, without the drugs.
They told the truth because, and Jen, I'm gonna need you to stay with me. True love. Jen, you didn't say it with me. True love.
Sorry, I'm
that's
out of mine.
that's why they're being honest with each other, is that they do love each other. Like
Yeah.
he knows it, but like they can't say it because they have so much shame with what they've done that's what holds them back from, like, I can't feel love, and I can't allow another to love me because I can't love myself. I'm not okay with what I've done. How could anybody love me? And that's what you see from her the entire time. I mean, their first interaction in the kitchen when, like, I mean, she is so flirty with him. Are you kidding me? Like, they have that awkward
100%.
when he does the whole, like, we finish each other's sentences bit, and was pretty close. And she's like, oh, I just meant blah, blah, blah. And like, you shot this guy. You knew what that was. You shot this guy down so hard, and not 2 seconds later flirting with him again. It's like, stop sending this man mixed signals. You know what you're doing. So, like, but again, both of them want the other person, but can't allow them to have the other person because they can't love themselves. Like, it, deep stuff, guys.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's the meat and bones of this movie, you know?
It should be called Spiderhead, Deep Stuff.
Deep Feelings, the movie.
Deep Impact. Oh, wait. Go ahead, Brad.
There isn't a ton of comedy in this movie, but there was one comical scene. And that is after Jeff has been in the room with Heather and got love acting and realized what happens there. The next, I think a few minutes later, Jeff is now in the room with Big Boy.
Rogan?
Oh, that's after he has, because what was the other lady's name?
Oh, I can't remember
the older lady.
It was Heather and then Sarah.
It was like Sarah, yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
So you've got Heather, then Sarah, and then you've got Rogan.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if he was with Sarah before or after.
Yes, it's the two, because that's when he's like, wait a minute, nope. I've been here like the last 2 times. That's what you've made me do. Don't do it.
Yes, Jeff's freak out was great, but then even Rogan's like, you're lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Jeff doesn't actually go through with it, right?
They don't even do it. It was the I-16 test.
Yeah.
Mm. But Rogan has sex with Sarah. Or no, Heather. With Heather. Yeah,
but
yeah.
We never see that.
Yeah, we didn't see that. We just saw her walking away.
That would be a hell of a sight to see, though. I just have a feeling. On love acting, that is.
You know, I do find interesting that nobody administers the I-16.
What was the I-16 again?
That's the dark and flux.
The dark and flux.
Yeah, because he's in that room twice with Rogan, and nothing happens either time. So it's interesting to think that we don't know what other people have been given, because Lizzie hasn't been given the I-16, so that, like, because she's new, so
right.
she was never part of that. So some of these people have or haven't, but.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, they treated it like Jaws. They did a great job with I-16. Because it's just like that lurk. It's like, oh, wait, nope, nothing happened. Oh, nothing happened. And then when something happens, something really bad happens.
Yeah. That's no good.
No.
Nick, you had scenes.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit more towards the end. I'm trying to think if I have anything more towards the beginning still or middle. What do you guys think about um Steve dropping his keys and then Jeff uses them to open
Mm.
up his desk and see everything while Steve's inside and chastising, what was the Asian guy's name? Mark?
Mark was Steve's partner. Yes.
Yeah. He was like chastising Mark. Um like do you guys find it believable that as soon as Jeff like throws the keys on the ground or you know I noticed that when Jeff was going through like the gold stars on the bingo card that he puts the stars on kind of like slightly different, like in slightly different positions than what they were before he peeled them off.
Mhm.
I find it hard to believe that Steve doesn't know that Jeff like looked into any of his information at any point. And especially because Jeff throws the keys and then immediately Steve sees the keys on the ground again, even though he dropped them, but didn't realize that he dropped them. So I was just curious, like what you guys thought. But yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I think it's a kind of a coin flip, to be honest. I thought this was a really creative way and great way for the discovery of the truth that for Jeff to find out the truth behind Steve.
Yeah.
Where the keys dropped, you've got a death in the other room. Panic is at its highest going on the left side of the room, right? So ultimate distraction going on. He's able to get in. He's able to discover the bingo card. It's his own company. Like everything, all the facts that he needs to know, all lined up, all together. And then I think what makes it to where Steve isn't too concerned is the way Jeff plays this. If you notice after he throws the keys back, he is staring right at the room, almost as if he's in shock. And I think Steve is like, this guy has just seen this girl commit suicide, slice her throat open, arterial blood splurted all over the window, and he hasn't even flinched because he's just staring straight ahead. And he's also on the verbal drug as well.
Verbulent.
Verbulence.
Yeah, verbulent. Yeah. And so I think the way that Jeff plays it to where he's basically like in a psychogenic shock keeps him in the clear, if you ask me.
But also we learned that the window it's not truly one-sided. It's hard for,
there was a shit ton of blood.
I mean, yeah.
Like a lot of blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I thought it was a very believable and plausible scene.
I would have thought that at least the gold stars being in a different position, that Steve would have noticed that. Like, why are these? They don't like they're not, because when Jeff put them back on, it wasn't fully covering up the number.
Yeah,
like it originally was. It was kind of like in the corner of the box, and I think I would know or recognize because all those stars were like right dead center.
Yeah.
And then the ones that Jeff put back on there were kind of askew. So I thought that would have been the catalyst of Steve knowing something had been manipulated, and it would have had to have been manipulated by Jeff because he was the only one in the room. So yeah, go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I think in a way he did know, and that's why he took extra caution and like trying to like befriend Jeff. Because I think it was after that where that's when you see them with the G46.
Right.
And it's like, oh, I'm just gonna like be super close to this guy because he knows. So I don't think he was blind to it entirely. I just don't think he knew how to uh deal with that situation.
Yeah, it's a valid.
Like how to address it
Because
with
it
him.
is just him. That's it. There's nobody else backing this guy. It is just him.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good points.
Oh, Nick, you mentioned something about cheesy acting.
Yeah, this was one of the scenes towards the end, like kind of right before the ending.
Okay.
Essentially, it's the whole action sequence between Jeff and Steve. When they start the fight, I forget how it starts, but they're essentially, you know, the tension is rising. They're in that room, and they start. I think one of them has a knife, and they start kind of like throwing punches. And
Mm-hmm.
I did not like the fighting. It didn't feel right for me for some reason. It felt too choreographed. Um, and then for Jeff to actually be beating up this guy, you know, I mean, yes, I get it. Matt said it earlier. He's typecasted as Thor, as being the strong buff man.
Right.
But to see Jeff like throwing him around the room and really really pummeling in on him, it just, I don't know. I just didn't find it fully believable. And then the thing that I was just like, oh man, like it felt like a different director had come in to direct this part of the movie. It's when Steve or Chris Hemsworth is, when he's on the ground and his body's all mangled up essentially after the fight. They're like emotional, like an agony and pain deliveries of their lines just didn't match the tone, I guess, of the movie itself. Like it kind of felt like they were acting in different, like they were acting in like a different movie to me.
Hmm.
It just, the deliveries just didn't feel authentic. It felt like they were trying too hard. And like this is the only part of the movie where we get real, like, fighting and um like emotional breakdowns and stuff between the two. um so I don't know. I think I could have done without a lot of it, or it just could have been better. But yeah, just some of the line reads, some of the writing, it felt a little different than the rest of the movie to me. Go ahead, Jen.
So I disagree with you because
Okay.
I think so. If you remember, and I could be wrong, I don't know, but there was like a warning. Mark had gave Steve a warning, like you need to separate your doses within 12 hours. Otherwise, it's not good. Steve was clearly like a junkie, and Jeff ends up turning up the dial on him, probably with not within that like that safety range. So he is gonna have like that weird effect, and his like body and his mind is gonna be quirky because he's getting injected with this drug that his body can't handle. It's too much. So I actually like the fact that he was a little bit slow and not like, not his Thor type character, because it wasn't him. And also that his speech was off, because you would think like, yeah, he's not going to be fully coherent because he's got like happy drug, sad drug, angry drug, confused. Like he's got every single emotion hitting him all at once in like mega doses.
But was he injected with some of those vials at the time?
Yes.
Yeah,
Which ones do you
All
remember?
of them.
all of them.
Because that
Was it
one
all of them?
during the fight, with Jeff, he gets pushed into a wall and it breaks, just like it broke on Heather.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's got I-16, the scary one, the laughter one. All of it is now
All of it in one.
induced into a system in one.
And then he tried, you see his phone, he can't control it.
Right.
Like it's it's all cracked, or like
He threw it against the wall.
yeah, the phone is broken. So he's got all of these mega doses of different emotions going in, and I think he did such a good job because he looked so he looked confused and like a hot mess.
And then he decides a great idea is to get into a plane.
Yeah.
So you're saying like because he was injected with all of these things at once that he just kind of became disoriented?
Beyond disoriented. He lost control of his body at that point.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I can see that. Yeah.
But I do have a head scratcher, and it's for the end of the movie too.
Sure.
And my head scratcher is, what happened to the guardsmen? Like there used to be like the guards.
Oh, those two bald guys?
Yeah. And like they were like they're basically like the cops of the place, right? Because these are prisoners. And then the prisoners get told to attack, and I'm just like, where'd those guys go?
You know, I did have a thought at one point. I was like, man, the security in this place is kind of lax.
Yeah, it's very lax.
Like I would have thought that there would have been at least one guard inside of the control room where Steve and Jeff are. That there would have been at least one guard in there. Like to protect Steve. Like he would have his like personal bodyguard or something.
Maybe he denied it. He's like, oh no, I have my drugs. I'll just drug them. Control him that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Steve probably thought his drugs were his protection.
Yeah.
That would be my assumption as well, just because at a certain point the drug is working so well, he can control them. He can make them do anything but kill somebody they love.
Yeah.
And how sad that his drugs was like his one love in the end. Jesus.
But all he has to do is if someone's coming at him, all he has to do is hit him with G46 and he's safe.
G46 is the Laugh-A-Dill.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, why would that one do some damage?
Because if you're laughing too much, you can't do anything.
You can't.
Oh, to your opponent. I think you meant to yourself. I was like, what?
They're just gonna.
Sorry, I didn't catch what you said, Brian.
About this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't really have much left, to be honest, and I actually probably do have to get going.
Yeah, that's okay. Is there, I mean, any final thoughts for this? I'm not surprised this was a quick turnaround. I think we all had like a little bit of time to watch this, so it's really fresh, but in the sense of like we haven't gotten to kind of deep dive on stuff and have that deeper feeling.
We did.
But
I mean, I think we got it all.
No, we did.
we covered a lot of great stuff. I think we are 100% good over here. But any final thoughts before we officially wrap this one then?
I mean, I guess talk about the ending for me. I really enjoyed how Steve dies, and it's brilliant because you know towards the beginning when they're sending Jeff out to this like green meadow view and they inject whatever the hallucinogenic drug is that makes them see like pretty like nature views and stuff. We see that in play again when Steve is driving or flying the plane and he sees this like absolutely beautiful sunset, like golden hour with like the pink skies, and it's like he's just zoned in on this like very zen state because of this drug, and that he has no idea that his plane is about to crash into a mountainside. And then you hear over the radio of like, pan up, tilt up, avoid, whatever, like they're telling him to do all this, but the dosage that he has is so powerful that he can't get himself out of that zen state, and that he then he dies from his own demise, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was an absolutely brilliant, because as he was starting to fly the plane away, I'm like, how is he gonna escape? How are they gonna kill him? Was not expecting for him to stare into the sunset and crash into an cliffside. So great job on that ending. I really appreciate it. Go ahead, Brian.
Just on top of that, with the ending, really cool shots. The long distance shot of the three police boats coming in hot, that looks really cool. I thought that was just a really nice shot. And then just a head scratcher. So obviously we see Jeff and Lizzie riding off into the sunset in the boat and everything. We heard that, or we know, and actually I guess now Jeff knows that both of them don't even have to be there. He's 7 months free, and she was free about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next for these two? Do they cruise back into the United States and was like kind of would like to have my life back, or how does it work out now?
Yeah, like what's the sequel to the movie?
They go into recovery mode.
I think
They probably go into actual rehab.
I think they get some sort of compensation because at a certain point, I mean, she less than Jeff, but was it really 7 months that he had been free?
Yeah, he said, yes, you've been gone. You've been out of here for 7 months. You could have left 7 months ago.
So essentially, he's been kidnapped and drugged against his, like he's essentially been a kidnapped victim for 7 months.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what the government involvement would be at that point, but like, there's got to be something when you come home from that, right? Like,
seriously,
I was trapped on an island.
Yeah.
Like, I had no communication with the outside world.
Yep.
They gave him a phone call, and it was to his dead girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, like
I think he could choose who he called. I really do.
He probably could have, but like I also think that was the agreement, right? It's like he gets these free Fridays, and what it is you're free. We can't legally keep you, right? Like,
right.
So they take him.
Why did he try to keep leaving messages on her phone?
That's
that she was still dead and that
guilt.
her
Guilt.
mailbox was full.
Guilt.
Yeah,
Guilt.
that's grieving and guilt. And...
That is denial, right? Like he's still like.
Yes.
It reminds me of a scene from Breaking Bad. Do you guys remember the scene when Jesse's trying to call his girl? Or no, he keeps replaying a voicemail.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I won't spoil it, but yeah, he keeps replaying a voicemail.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of that.
Because Walter killed his girl. That's right.
Whoa, man!
Right? Yeah, I was trying to avoid that.
Whoa! No,
Come on, Brian.
Breaking Bad came out how long ago?
But Matt still hasn't seen it. God, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say it, and then Brian says
you made such an effort not to say it, and then he just like, and let me stomp on that.
Yeah.
Believe me, there's a lot more spoilers that aren't so. Trust me.
I mean, it's kind of a big one, but
no, that's minuscule. Are you kidding me?
Spoiler is a spoiler. But yeah,
the low part of the storyline.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's all I got.
Yeah. All right.
Quotes.
Just my final thoughts on the ending. I did love that I'm glad that Steve gets his ending. He doesn't get away. He doesn't survive. Like, he is ultimately the victim of his own product. And like, I like that the way that he's taken out is by
his own product.
But I mean, like, blowing up, like, it's just like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This man is like, they show us his view of like, it's this beautiful thing that I'm heading towards. He doesn't see it. And the fact that I'm glad that they did this, because they could have just left it as is and shown the like cut to, right? They could have, but to go to the wide shot where we're now hopping onto the boats and stuff, and we've got the mountain in the background, and there's the, and then you've got Jeff and Lizzie on the boat, just like, and they can laugh about it, like it's kind of that laughter is like, I know I shouldn't laugh because somebody is dead, but at the same time it's like, fuck that guy. He was drugging us, he was manipulating us, like fuck him, I'm glad he's dead. And also the fact that he killed himself because he crashed his plane into a mountain. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, you made me think for a second. Do you guys think that was what he deserved, or that he should have been taken down by the police, arrested, and kind of be like go on death row and
This ain't
have a little bit
Batman.
more of a punishment, because he honestly got the best case scenario for himself. He got to see this beautiful thing, and blip, he's done. He doesn't have to go through like any suffering or any torture. He doesn't have to go through what his prisoners had to go through. He got the easy way out.
Yeah.
So like, do you agree with that, or like, do you think he should have been caught and arrested and tortured or anything? No.
Yeah, I thought when he died the way he did, my first thought was like, wow, that was really an act of mercy, because I think for me personally, I'd want a little bit more suffering, but I'm a vengeful, hateful person. So.
but that's what I'm saying, is like, one could argue that no, he took the easy way out. He got a beautiful view, and then blip, was gone. Like he didn't have to suffer at all.
This is why I say like they do a good job of like trying to humanize him, because they give us his sob story, right? Like he was just a kid who was abandoned by his father and grew up in the foster system. He just happens to be a genius who happens to be
my father.
I never knew my fault. Yeah. So like they
My fault.
and like he is the villain. You cannot deny this. But at a certain point, like you have to also accept that like he really is in his own mind trying to do good, but it's been warped, and it has gotten to a point where like that level of safety and security you're trying to create for yourself is not security and safety. It is control. It is manipulation. And that's why I think, yes, he needs to die. This is like, for story wise and character wise, he needs to die, because he's not going to reform. He's not going to change. This is a super villain who has powers. If you let him out or give him access, he will find a way to do more of these things. He's not going to suddenly be like, I'll do it for good now, because his science is out there. It's going to be manipulated and replicated. The guy who's been by his side and ratting him out, he was right there. He has it. He can do it too. So he's aware to some level, but he has to die. And if it goes any other way of like him not crashing into the ocean or being shot down and crashing, like it doesn't work for me. He has to go down by his own hand, and the drugs that he's suffering, he's out of control, and you can see him losing it, going through all the emotions, the pain, the laughter, like all of it is happening to him. He can't control it. And that bliss, I think, Jen, you said it the best, like it's technically an act of mercy. It's you're going to die, and you've gone through all of this level of pain and suffering and fear before your death. Now the brief moments right before you kill yourself are going to be complete euphoria.
So him not dying the way that Heather died is not needed, I guess.
Him being under the Darken Flow. What is it? Darken Flocks?
Yep.
Under the Darken Flocks. Him killing himself under the Darken Flocks, it kind of negates everything. Because like that's just, to me, that's the easy route. Go feel all of the pain, feel it until you kill yourself, and just watch as
Wait, that's the easy route.
Making him kill himself that way is the easy option.
How?
What would Jeff do? He'd sit behind the glass, put him under the thing, and just watch him go until he kills himself. Like That's pretty sick and twisted, and now it makes Jeff a bad person.
There you go.
Mm.
Like, that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason. Is like, I'm not going to make somebody feel this feeling. I suffered through it in the trials, knowing what I was signing up for. Again, saying yes, but also, was he saying yes? But I went through it. I survived that. I'm not going to put anyone through that because I am ultimately a good person. The reason I'm here is because I accidentally killed 2 people. He's not a murderer. He's not a bad guy.
Steve's death keeps Jeff and Lizzie clean. They have nothing to do with it.
All him.
So it has nothing to do with like him getting a taste of his own medicine, literally. No.
I'll give it to you.
What if it was Hitler instead of Steve?
Okay.
You think Jeff would do it?
Or
Jen, I'm stopping this now. Jen,
It's not even 9 o'clock. Chill out.
nope. I want to go.
Okay.
I think a fun ending for me would be if, because he's acting like neurotic, that the cops end up shooting him down. I think that's fair. It's still
Because that's just death.
but he's getting shot because he cannot control himself because of his drug. So it's very similar to him flying and seeing the pretty sunset. Like, to me, that was too kind. It's like, no, you deserve a little bit of like bullet to the face.
But then you're making a cop shoot someone, and then believe it or not, cops don't like to shoot people.
I think the issue that you come into with this too is like Steve as a character is not the type of person who's carrying a weapon. I mean, he has a knife at a certain point, but that is a pocket knife. Like, he's not carrying a weapon. He's not carrying a gun. And that's what's going to lead an officer to shoot them. It's like, drop the weapon, drop the weapon.
Right.
Like, he has to be aggressive with something.
Or
and,
like
otherwise, they're just murdering somebody. They're murdering a suspect.
They don't have to see the weapon. If he's acting neurotic, he can be trying to get his little bingo card out of his pocket and he's shot dead.
So now now the blame goes to negligent cop.
Yeah, this is just spiraling like a yellow plane in the sky.
No, I want him shot.
Blowing up in a fiery crash and ending up in 1,000,000 pieces isn't satisfying enough.
It's not.
I want him drawn and quartered, and I want him shot in both hands, then in the feet, then in the kneecaps. Then I want him to crawl 10 miles, and then I will shoot him in the head, but not directly in the head. I'm going to catch his ear, and then I'm going to catch his other ear. I'm going to pierce his ears 4 more times, and then I'm going to cut out his tongue. At that point, we're going to drag him behind a golf cart, and then we'll shoot him in the head.
At that point, this would then be a rated X movie.
No, then he has to swim back to his own prison and stay there.
Okay.
Swim back. Oh, he's so getting eaten by sharks.
Exactly.
There you go. Back to Jaws.
Who won the movie?
Brian is so over this.
It's his pick.
I know.
Honestly, what I'm going to say, so shout out for director and cinematography and everything. Like, honestly, this movie does look really good. I like the sci-fi aspects of it, the special effects and all. Like, it's not too over the top with anything. I like it. I really enjoy this. The props are top notch. I love a good practical set for sci-fi. But I want to give it to Miles Teller, but I think I'm gonna have to give it to Hemsworth, mostly because when I think of this movie, I do think of the villain. I think of Chris Hemsworth, not Jeff, our hero. He is secondary, but I want to say that Miles Teller's acting is absolutely incredible. I think what he does acting wise is better than Hemsworth. I think, but that doesn't mean he wins the movie. So I think that Miles doing all of the emotions and going through like all of the drug side of things are incredible job. Great job to all of them, but kudos to him for doing all of it. But I say Hemsworth wins it just because it's his movie. He is a producer. He's a star. And I think that he enjoyed making this, and I could tell.
I second that. I agree with you. I think Chris's performance is top notch. Again, a little bit in the end, but I'll give that a rest. But I think just the character that he plays is a really interesting character. He plays it well. Even a lot of the acting that he does in just his face, like when he smiles, when he looks at people, and his mannerisms, like the character is just a really great character that he plays. So I'm gonna give it the win to him as well.
And I give the win to the fun fact that the book was in the movie. Shout out to the book. The book wins the movie.
All right.
All right. No, this was a fun breaking this one down, guys. I know it was last minute, so appreciate you all just doing that. Okay, honorable mentions. Soundtrack number 1. Honorable mention number 2 is Chris Hemsworth. Honorable mention number 3 is Miles Teller. The winner for me, I'm just gonna go with overall creativity. I think is what really takes the win for me on this one. Specifically, it's also my memory, and that's using a bingo card to categorize and name your drugs. Like I've never seen it. I would have never thought of it. It makes me wonder what else we could use bingo cards for. But yeah, so that's gonna be the win.
Yeah, I do actually like that too. Like when it's revealed that that's how he's naming them, how he's numbering them. It's like, yeah, that's pretty clever.
Yep,
pretty clever.
I was trying to think of another game where you could do something like that. I was thinking like
Battleship.
yeah, usually not the same thing. Yeah,
because it's gridded system kind of a thing. I think bingo. Yeah. I think a bingo card is best though because it's more random.
Yeah.
Because what I think B is 1 through like 15.
15 or 6.
Yeah, I can't remember. So it's like you have a lot of options that it could be because it's only 5 of the 15 or 16 numbers it could be.
Right.
So yeah. Okay. Was that's everybody for winning the movie, right? All right. Well, we did it. That is a wrap on I'm blanking on the name of this movie now. Spiderhead. I keep wanting to say in time because that was so locked in. But yeah, so that was the end of our chat on Spiderhead. We did it in our first although it happened quickly, we made the pick. What do you got, bro?
If they could have called it Dark Floxen.
Dark Floxen?
Not bad.
Darken Flox.
You know what? Jen's going to have to read the short story and let us know because I feel like I think I understand why it's called Spiderhead, but I bet the short story explains it more.
They called the room that they were in the Spiderhead.
And that's why I think I understand why it's called Spiderhead, but
yeah.
Jen, read the short story and let us know because it's got to be in there, I'm sure. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, because through our discussion, my question of why this movie is called Spiderhead, just like to me was not answered. So
no one has an answer.
Spiderhead being it's an observation deck. You've got your eyes, right? You can see here, you can see here, you can see there. It's like it operates like the head of a spider. Anyway, what was that, Brian?
That's the puzzle.
There it is. But yeah, so that is a wrap on our first pick of Sci-Fi July. Next week is my pick, and I do have one ready to go. Also streaming on Netflix, we will be watching, and I've talked about this one before, The Fifth Element.
Hey,
it's happening. We are watching The Fifth Element streaming on Netflix as our second pick in Sci-Fi July. But again, that is a wrap on Spiderhead for tonight. You can follow us on Instagram at good.flickas. Hit like, hit subscribe, do all the good things over there. And you can watch us and follow us here on YouTube at GoodFlickas. And tune in next week for our chat on The Fifth Element, streaming live here next week. YouTube, GoodFlickas. We will be waiting for you. And if you want to give us some advice or just let us know that you love us, give us some fan mail. We'd love to hear from you. You can send us an email at goodflickas2020@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. But hit that like, hit the bell, hit subscribe, hit all of the things. Follow GoodFlickas, good.flickas on Instagram. We would love to have you. Other than that, thank you for tuning in for Spiderhead. Tune in next week. Fifth Element, Pick 2, Sci-Fi July. Brian, wrap it up, good buddy.
All right, movie friends. Did you enjoy our talk of end time? No, you didn't. You didn't. But honestly, we did have a good movie to talk about, so that was a big win. Listen, if GoodFlickas were crazy drug administering doctors, we would just flood you with love acting, and hopefully yeah, exactly. Hopefully you'd appreciate it. So anyway, N40 for you guys. We'll see you next week.